saw it!
My name is Yazuria. I'm just a regular run-of-the-mill office worker. Work is going well now, but up until a little while ago, I really didn't enjoy coming into work at all. You might be wondering why. It's because I had a pretty rotten boss that I had to work under.
Hey! You're not finished with your work yet? How long do you plan to take to finish? You really are a useless moron, aren't you?
You say that, but there's so much work there that I don't think that anyone would be able to finish it in a day.
What? You think that you're smarter than me? And you know how to delegate work better than me? Huh?
That's not what I'm saying!
My boss at the time, Akamatsu, was your typical boss who would harass everyone using his position. He only thought of his employees as a people that he could boss around and blow off steam. He would push insane amounts of work onto his male employees, and if when they didn't finish on time, he would start screaming at them. And towards the female employees.
Good morning, Yuzuriya-chan. My, oh my, you look so beautiful as usual.
Uh-huh.
But you really do have an incredible body, don't you? You look like you exercise a lot. You've got the hips of a model. Let's see how it feels, huh?
Excuse me, I need to run to the bathroom. I have the worst goosebumps right now. Well, you can see how he sexually harasses his female employees. If you outright deny his advances and tell him that you will not tolerate the sexual harassment, then he switches gears and starts abusing his power. He's really a useless and unsalvageable prick. Normally, I would have told the higher-ups about his behavior and he would have been out the door without a job in a heartbeat. But apparently Akamatsu is the distant relative of the CEO, Tachibana-san, and he had no reservations about telling everyone about his relation to the CEO too. That's why everyone was always worried that even if they did tell anyone about what was happening in the office, then they would just make it disappear and you would be put on a list. At least, that was what everyone thought. I mean, Akamatsu was moved to a different department, so I'm in a much more comfortable place, but I do feel bad for the people whose department he moved to, though. I wonder if she's doing alright, though. There's no way she's doing alright. That's probably why she invited me to go out for some drinks tonight.
Are you free tonight? I have something that I want to talk to you about. Maybe get some advice. Yasuria-san, I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting this whole time.
Yeah, you were a little late, weren't you, Yuri?
Yeah, I just had to finish something off at work.
Making the newbies stay behind and work late. Sounds like Akamatsu is just as much of a piece of crap as I remember. Yuri is a friend from when we were in college. She started working at our company from earlier this year. However, unlucky for her, she happened to be working in Akamatsu's department. She was so bright when she was still a student. She looks like she's pretty exhausted with everything now, though.
Yasuria-san!
So, what is it that you wanted to talk to me about? I'm pretty sure it's going to be mostly about that guy, but
I want you to tell me what I could do to deal with him if you have any advice. About the sexual harassment.
Yuri told me exactly what was happening to me after that. She wasn't very good at avoiding him and just shrugging him off like me, so he basically has his way with her. He's always grabbing her by her hips, and some days he even squeezes her ass, too. That piece of shit! He knows that she won't say anything back to her, so
I should probably just hold it in and deal with it, right? That seems to be what everyone else is doing, too.
No, I don't think you should be doing that normally. You should tell the higher-ups and have them deal with him. He should lose his job. The only reason that we can't do that is because he's a distant relative of the CEO, apparently. I hate connections. It's seriously the worst.
Right, I know. Connections aren't good. Oh.
Why are you upset over that?
Oh, it's nothing. It's really nothing.
I'm sure it's not nothing. Just so you know, it's been quite a long time since we've known each other. Since college, you know? I know exactly when you're hiding something from me. It's as clear as day.
Well,
Well?
I'm also actually a relative of the CEO too.
Huh? You mean our CEO, the CEO of our company?
Yes. Oh, but I haven't told anyone about it, of course. Even during the interview, I made sure the CEO doesn't say anything to others either. I don't want anyone to know. If I can't get in based on my own skill and merit, I'm sure it'd be difficult for me to accomplish anything, even if I were to be able to get a job. But I don't know if he actually considered that I was his relative at all. Who knows if my connection was how I got in. I'm sorry. I'm sure you must be disgusted by me.
No, not at all. You really think I would be? I know for a fact that you're not being treated specially or anything like that. You really haven't told anyone about the fact that you're a relative of the CEO, huh? And you haven't even told Akamatsu either, have you?
Yeah. All the other people are dealing with it and trying to hold it in. So I need to make sure that I keep it in too. And besides, I know that this kind of unfairness is totally normal in society. It can't be only me experiencing something like this.
I see. You're such an idiot. That's not where you should hold it in. That's where you use your connection to its fullest.
Huh?
Look, yes, connections aren't good if you just use that to take your advantage and do whatever you want. Take Akamatsu, for example. Here's a clear idea of what not to do. But normally, connections, networking, it's all something that bears responsibility.
Responsibility?
Yes. Let's see. In your case for responsibility, I think you're responsible to tell the CEO about what's going on, the truth. The only reason that someone like Akamatsu is walking around with any kind of guilt at all is because the people from HR and all the execs don't want to do their job. Because they're afraid of the CEO. That's why the only person that can fix all this is the CEO. And the only person that can do something about this whole situation, the only person that can tell the CEO without fear of any kind of repercussions from Akamatsu is you. And you know what has been happening too. If the CEO still doesn't do anything, then you use your position as a relative to give him a good reality slap across the face. You make the people that you're connected with make the rich decision.
Right, but I don't know if I can do that. I think the CEO probably really trusts Akamatsu-san. And I mean, he is as a relative, you know?
Oh my god, stop being so skittish. Yes, you're probably exhausted with all of your hard work and sexual harassment every day, but you have to be confident and face what's going on.
Confident?
Yes. Okay, fine then. I'll be with you all night to make sure that you're able to regain your own confidence. Come on, let's go to the next store. The night is still young.
Okay.
We spent the night together that night. The following day...
Good morning, Yuri-chan.
Good morning.
Ah, you look as cute as ever. Your skin is so supple. Let's see how juicy your ass is, huh?
Can you cut the crap already?
Huh?
You do realize that this is called sexual harassment, right? If you continue to do this sort of thing, I'm gonna have to take the appropriate actions as well.
What did you just say? Hey, what the hell are you misunderstanding right now? This is just a form of communication, that's all. Ah, you youngins are all about screaming about harassment this and harassment that nowadays. You're way too full of yourself to think that I have any kind of attraction or anything to you. Don't you think so too? Be honest with me.
I don't think that at all. But I do feel this way. I think that pushing your own outdated values on people that are younger than you and blaming them for your flaws is pretty disgusting of you.
What? Hey, I took great care of you and treated you special. What the hell is that attitude? What kind of education did you get from your parents, huh? I'm sure you must have grown up in a pretty horrible environment to not have any kind of manners, huh? Whatever, though. It's fine. I'm going to make sure that I can train you from the ground up from now on. So you better be ready to work your ass off. Hey, you all, listen up. You make sure to pass off your work onto her now. It's newbie training.
I don't mind at all. I want to help you all at work. Let me help you out as well.
Damn. It'll be interesting to see how long you can keep up that kind of positive attitude, huh?
I don't think I'll have to put up with anything for that long.
Huh?
I'm gonna run to the bathroom now.
Wait, hey! You just wait a damn minute!
That's harassment too. You really should stop adding to the list of problems that you're gonna have to face.
What?
What's going on? She was always so much more skittish and anxious.
I wonder if something happened.
Oh, Yasuri-san.
Oh, Yuri. You seem like you're in a good mood.
Yeah, the plan is going very perfectly right now.
I see. Then I guess I'm gonna work hard on my end too, huh?
Excuse me, sir! It's me, Akamatsu!
Come on in. Sorry for calling you up out of the blue like this, huh?
Oh, it's okay, sir. If you want my time, your wish is my command, sir.
It's been a while since we've known each other, hasn't it, Akamatsu?
Yes, sir! We go back quite a ways, since we were kids. He really helped me out along the way, too.
I actually have a particular employee that came to me directly to bring me a report.
Huh? Directly? What kind of report are you talking about?
Well, it's a little something like this.
Ah, you youngins are all about screaming about harassment this and harassment that nowadays. You are way too full of yourself to think that I have any kind of attraction or anything to you. What kind of education did you get from your parents, huh? I'm sure you must have grown up in a pretty horrible environment to not have any kind of manners, huh? What?
She told me about all of the harassment that you do on a daily basis. All of the abuse of power and sexual harassment that you've been conducting.
No! This is all a misunderstanding! I bet you this is all just AI made or something! Damn it! I can't believe Yuri would pull this kind of shit!
I didn't tell you who brought me this tape yet. You understand that, right?
Oh, no, you know? She's just been really coming at me recently with an attitude. So I just kind of figured that it was her, so, but, so what if she brought that crap? Are you really going to believe some newbie that came out of nowhere just earlier this year? Or me, who's known you for a long time and been so incredibly loyal to you?
Yuri. Yuri is my niece.
Ah? Your niece? She's so much closer in relation to him than me! Way more!
She told me that she didn't want anyone to know about this, so she really drove the point home to not tell anyone. But looking at how you're behaving now, I have to talk to you. I don't understand how you two are so different. We're all relatives and supposed to be kin.
But I don't think that just that audio alone is sufficient evidence!
I have proof other than audio evidence.
Ah?
Apparently, someone went to all of the employees that dealt with you, and that someone wrote up an entire document detailing everything that you did in detail. Honestly, it was an insane amount of harassment cases that were being documented, and they were all completely associated with you. I know that we've known each other for a long time, so of course I wish I could believe what you're talking about. But I can't just pretend like I don't know what you're doing when this kind of thing shows up at my desk. Ignoring what is in my face is not the same as believing you. I'm going to demote you and send you off to the countryside.
That's how Akamatsu's wrongdoings were all revealed to the CEO and he was exiled to the middle of nowhere. However, that wasn't the end of what was to come.
Damn it, that piece of shit CEO! He's just gonna turn on me like that? Whatever. I'm gonna just climb up and make my way back from now on. First off, I need to start making connections. This branch is pretty damn far from corporate, so people shouldn't know about what went down at HQ. Good morning!
Ah?
Huh?
Oh shit, Akamatsu talked to me. Does that mean that he's gonna come after me? Maybe so. He apparently forced a woman to sleep with him at his old apartment. He isn't exactly nice. I heard rumors about him actually forcing an employee to kill himself because he just acted so unfairly towards him. I can't believe how horrible someone can be.
What the hell? Why does everyone know about what's going on already?
Whatever the case, let's just tell the higher-ups if something happens. We can even bring the police in if we have to. Right. I wish that guy would hurry up and quit.
What? How the hell am I supposed to build connections like this?
Did you hear Yasuri-san? Akamatsu-san apparently quit his job.
Serves him right. If you think about everything he's been doing to everyone around him, then I think that's actually going too easy on him. I use all my connections to tell everyone about when it happened. I think that if we're going to get revenge, we need to really drive the point home. But thank you, Yuri. It all only worked because you actually went to the CEO and talked to him directly. I had heard that you were related, but I didn't realize that you were literally the CEO's niece.
Yeah, the CEO. My uncle's my dad's brother.
I think that if I work that close to the CEO, I'd be a little bit more extravagant. You really are something else, Yuri.
No, I really am nothing compared to you, Yasuri-san. Just this incident alone, you're the one that walked around and got the stories from everyone in the office. If I didn't have that data, then my uncle may not have done anything.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. I mean, it was a lot easier from the old department because they were more than willing to cooperate, but I think that the real damage was done by your voice recording. Thank you. That must have taken a lot of courage to do, huh?
Right. And after doing it, it turned out to not be that big of a deal. Akamatsu-san's screaming didn't have any kind of real effect on me at all. I bet you it's because you had me in the bag, Yasuri-san.
You're being a little too dramatic with your words, don't you think?
I'm not being dramatic at all. That night, I couldn't help but fall for you. You were treating with me, and then you flirted with me with those amazing words. It's the first time in my life.
Flirt with you? I just tried to cheer you up.
Thinking back now, you're actually something else in college too. You had a lot of friends around you all the time.
Was I? I don't remember that. I mean, I do remember that a lot of my friends kept buying me food, and I would hang out with a different friend before going to sleep, so I almost felt like I was being spoon-fed by everyone.
I also heard that the reason the other people from the department didn't quit because you were there, making them fall for you.
I told you, there was no flirting or anything. I was just trying to care for them is all. I don't want them to quit just because Akamatsu was a dickhead.
Well, you really are something else. But I am a little jealous of those people in the old department. Ma'am, I'll buy you food every day, so can you keep caring for me? I'll buy you your food today too.
You don't have to try to buy my loyalty. I feel like we solved one problem and created a few more. Whatever. There. You don't have to do that, Yuri. You're still my favorite coworker.
Yasuri-san.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。せっかく持っているコネクションは赤松さんのように悪いように利用しないのであれば持っていてもいいのではないかなと思っちゃいますね。特に今回のように悪行を報告するとか、とても強力な武器になるわけですから、むしろ周りの人たちのためにも行動するべきなのではないかと思います。それにしても弱っている時にあんな風に慰められちゃったら私も落とされちゃいそうです。話はそれてしまいましたが、皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもスカッとした方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。